Hi, this is the second part of our videos on DynamoDB. If you want to check out the first part, then go to the link mentioned in the description section below. In the first part, we discussed about what DynamoDB is, its advantages, partition key, sort key, and how we can use DynamoDB through AWS console. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can use DynamoDB through code. So AWS provides a very good documentation for how we can access DynamoDB through Java code, but again that library is not straightforward. We need to write multiple lines of code to achieve any of the operations such as delete, insert or create table. So I have created a REPL library on top of that, which is available here, and in this REPL library I have wrapped up all the functions, all the required code, for example for creating a table or for updating any of the document, for creating any of the document, for deleting it, for getting it. I have mentioned all those things here. So what you need to do is you need to import this library. You need to go to pom.xml. Just make sure that you have this Amazon AWS SDK available. Second thing is we have this Dynamo constants class. In this class you need to provide value of all these fields. So you need to provide the access key and secret key of the user that you have created to access DynamoDB. You need to provide the region here, the table name, the partition key name and the sort key name. Once you provide all these fields, you can start using this library. So what you need to do is I have created this test class which directly creates the data in the DynamoDB. There is no mocking involved here, hence it is marked as ignored. So let's say we want to create a table in the DynamoDB. I just run this test case. It will create a table with the name test, with the partition key name p key, with the sort key name s key. Basically it is going to call the class DynamoTableRequest and it is going to call the method createTable. So if we check in the DynamoDB console, we will have our first table created called test, and if we check out the items in this test table, it will have the p key and s key available. I'm going to refresh it. Second thing is if you want to insert any data in it. So I have created this class called DynamoPostRequest. It has the post data method. It takes partition key value, the sort key value and a map. Basically the map will have all the other key value pairs. So the key can be string and the value can be anything, a string, a number or another JSON. So if you check out this test table, currently it has no data, just the p key and s key. If we run this function called test_post_data, it is going to create the data in the DynamoDB table. Now I have another function called postData. Now basically what this function does is if you provide a partition key and a sort key and a third key, it will save all the data against the third key. So like, let's say that the key is vendor, it will save the complete JSON against this key vendor. So let's see the previous data first here, which we created using first function. If we run this one, we will have the data of this type. If you want to post a bulk data, so you can provide a partition key here and a map. Basically this map will have the sort key as the string and another key value pair as the another map. So for example id3 is a sort key and all the values against the id3 will come up here in this data map. So you can put all the key value pair here. If you run this, you will see all the data in the database available. Now if you want to update multiple attributes, even if the partition key is my collection and sort key is id10, you can provide all the key value pair that you want to update. If these key value pair are not available in the database, it will create the key value pairs and update the existing one. Let's say you want to update based on some existing conditions. So let's say your partition key is my collection, your sort key is id1 and you want to update wherever the name is Rishabh. So you can provide the key here, the value here. This is your conditional key and conditional value, and the key you want to update year with 2000. So basically what will happen is here wherever the name is Rishabh, it will update the year as 2000, otherwise it will skip this part. Then we can retrieve the item. So we can retrieve the item based on the partition key and the sort key. If you want to retrieve based on any of the other key, then you can provide scan item and you can use the key name here and the value here. If you want to delete the item based on the partition key and the sort key, you can use delete item function. If you want to delete based on some condition wherever the name is Kasliwal, then you can use the delete item conditional. I hope this library will be useful. Please let me know your suggestions, your comments in the comment section. Thank you.